everybody, it is Brianna Scott here with ReadyScottsGo. Welcome back to my channel. You guys, so much has happened the past 2 weeks. I know I didn't do a 37-week update last week and I'm so sorry. We're releasing a video tomorrow announcing what's been going on in our lives that has made the last 2 weeks so dang hectic. I'm so sorry. Everything is all right. It's just a lot is going on in our lives at the moment, and it made it really hard for us to film and for us to get videos posted, and all will be revealed tomorrow in a video. So stay tuned. For now, I'm going to keep this just my pregnancy update for you all. I'm going to do kind of a mix of a 37-38 week pregnancy update for you.
Ready, Scots, go!
I cannot believe that we are officially full term, or I guess full early term right now with this baby. It's insane to me that we're already there. I feel great. But I'm going to update you on all of the pregnancy symptoms and everything that's been going on here in just 1 second. But before I do so, I just want to remind you, if you haven't already, to subscribe right now. Go down there, hit the like button while I'm chatting with you, and also leave a comment. So, 37 and 38 weeks pregnant, you guys. I'm 38 weeks pregnant right now. 38 weeks. That means this baby could come in the next anytime. I mean, next 2 weeks, and the baby could come late too, so it could be longer, but it's almost baby time. I am definitely feeling way more pregnant than I've ever felt in this entire pregnancy. I have, for the first time, started experiencing swelling in my feet. So if you look right here, this is what my feet look like right now. They don't look horrible, like super swollen, but I am retaining a little bit of water, and the more that I'm on them during the day, the more I retain the water. So by the time evening comes, my feet are pretty swollen, but sweet little Jerry, he rubs my feet for me every night, almost every night, and that helps me a lot. Because I've been so active the past couple weeks and just doing so much stuff, I actually was having a lot of back pain. So I went to the chiropractor yesterday and I got adjusted, and I feel so much better. He did mention that both my hips were out of place, and so it was good that I came into his office and got adjusted. So now I'm all ready and prepped for birth. Mamas, if you are expecting and you have not gone to the chiropractor to make sure everything's in alignment, I highly recommend you do so. You are going to be pushing a baby out of your vagina, and your hips and your pelvis are going to need to spread and open to fit that baby out. So it is very important that everything is in alignment and you are all good to go. And so I do definitely recommend the chiropractor before and after birth. I went and saw a chiropractor 4 days after I had Eden, and my back was out of alignment and my hips were as well. Sometimes when your hips have to open up super wide to let a baby out, when they come back together, they can be kind of out of whack. So chiropractors are amazing. We did actually finally have my home visit this week. I was unable to film, but we did get a lot done. We discussed my emergency care plan in the rare case that I do need to transfer. And so we discussed the hospital I would go to. We also walked around the house. I showed them anywhere that I might be laboring or birthing in our house. So I showed like the kitchen, I showed the living room, and I showed our bedroom. They also dropped off our birthing tub. They dropped off our birth kit, which has like the medical supplies and stuff. And then I have started gathering all of my home birth equipment that I need. I purchased my hose, I purchased a mirror, a flashlight, a mattress cover, a shower curtain to put over the couch or the bed if I do decide to give birth there, to help keep everything clean and neat. So I have a few different things and items on that list that I had to purchase. And so everything's kind of coming together. I have it all sitting right here in our closet. There's a little picture of the pile of stuff I have there. But things are starting to come together and I'm feeling very prepared. I just am really excited for this baby to come and to meet this little one. Other pregnancy symptoms, I have gotten a few Charlie horses. Sometimes I'll get them like once every couple days if I stretch in the middle of the night, and oh my goodness, they are the worst things ever. I'm like sitting there like, ow, 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 like in the middle of the night, like rubbing my leg. Not fun. If you guys have had Charlie horses in your legs when you're pregnant, it is not fun. I am also waking up like 3 or 4 times a night to go pee. And now that I'm officially like getting bigger, I feel like a whale when I have to roll out of bed. I have to like literally like, ugh, I don't even know. I make a lot of grunting noises as I have to get out of bed every night to go to the bathroom. But other than that, I've been feeling really good. I haven't had anything crazy happening, any signs of labor yet. I have been getting very strong Braxton Hicks. Last week, like right on the dot when I was 37 weeks pregnant, I had a few hours of Prodomal labor, which is where you have like pretty strong contractions and they're very consistent, but they don't get any longer and they only last like a couple hours usually. So mine were definitely not Braxton Hicks. I was having Prodomal labor, which is like practice labor, and I was worried that I was going to go into labor at just right at 37 weeks, but they ended up going away after a couple hours. I tracked them and they were only like 30 seconds long, about every 5 minutes, and they never got any stronger. So we are all good on that front. But my body is definitely practicing and definitely preparing for labor because I have Braxton Hicks every day. As I was really active earlier this week, just getting a lot of stuff done around the house, and I actually had a little tiny bit of bloody mucus when I wiped after I went to the bathroom, and I was worried that that was going to mean it was showtime, because with Eden that happened right before I went into labor, and so I was watching really closely and nothing happened. So I think my body, my cervix and everything is just prepping and getting ready for labor. Things are, you know, things are getting ready. Things are getting close. Funny thing is, after I went to the chiropractor yesterday, I could feel that the baby had moved even lower because the baby has always kind of been on my bladder, baby's head down. But after that appointment with the chiropractor, I could feel the baby even more on my bladder, and I've been able to feel the baby even lower. So when you see my baby bump video here in a little bit, let me know if you think I've dropped a little bit, because I think I have. Besides that, at my midwife appointment this week, both of my midwives came along with a student midwife. So a student midwife will also be coming to my birth, which I think is pretty cool. I love to help be part of that educational process anytime I can, because I love midwives. And then also they took my blood pressure, listened to baby's heartbeat, they took my temperature, everything looked really, really good. My blood pressure is great. I did weigh myself. I'm at about 178, almost 179 pounds, which is less than I was at with Eden, but with Eden I gained so much water weight. So I'm hoping the water weight kind of stays to a minimum. They did also take my fundal height. I was kind of leaning up, so I was measuring smaller than I should be. I was measuring like about 37 weeks, and I'm 38 weeks. But they weren't too concerned with that because of how I was laying, and because I have been obviously getting bigger. So they said everything looks good. I have still been keeping up with my diet. I will be honest, there's been a couple times where I've snuck like a little bit of candy, just a little bit, and I've had some ice cream. But I made sure I worked out, and because I'm working out again and being really active, my midwife did say it was okay for me to have a little bit of carbs, so I'm letting myself have everything in moderation. But I am still pretty firmly keeping that. I haven't eaten any bread or like any other really carby stuff like rice or anything. I've just been sticking to mainly meat and veggies and cheese and some fruits. Staying on track there. I have noticed, as I mentioned before, my skin is still really good right now. I'm not looking forward to the time when after this baby my skin decides to act up again, because that happened with Eden. As you can see right now, I'm not wearing any makeup right now, you guys, but my skin is very happy with me. So I hope it stays that way at least for a few weeks longer. I'm really excited to be able to show you guys this birth. One thing, if I could tell any of you mamas that are pregnant right now, it would be to hire a birth photographer. I decided not to in the beginning because I was gonna have a hospital birth, and then when I switched to home birth, I just never really dug more into it to look to hire someone. And as we approach this birth even closer, I'm really honestly regretting not hiring one. I've been looking at the pictures that I have from Eden's birth, and it makes me so sad that I won't have those beautiful pictures of this baby's entry into the world. And so if there's anything that I think you can regret about a birth, that besides like anything that happens in labor, but anything like planning wise, it would be not hiring a birth photographer. So I highly recommend you either hire one or find someone who can take at least decent quality photos for you at the birth, because I think I'm gonna really regret it. So besides that, so there you have it. There's my 37 to 38 week pregnant update. I love being pregnant. I want more kids, but I'm trying to cherish every moment of having my little belly, because you never know when could be your last pregnancy. And I'm trying to really just enjoy these last couple weeks and just love my body. I just love having a little bump, and I want to remember these moments. So before we end, here is the baby bump. This is my 38 week bump. It is obviously a lot bigger than it was 2 weeks ago. I love the little bump. I have gotten new stretch marks despite using vitamin E oil and cream like 4 times a day. And you know what? It's okay. It happens. And sometimes you can't help it. And that's just part of being a mom, and that's part of having a body that's growing a human being. And it's magical and a miracle and beautiful all at the same time. And I hope all you mamas out there that are watching this know how beautiful your bodies are, and how strong and capable and amazing and incredible and just awe-inspiring the woman's body is, that you can carry a human being for 9 months and bring another life into the world. So I love these little stretch marks. I love this bump. I love my body. And I'm just feeling a lot of love and excitement right now for this wonderful home birth that we're going to have, and to meet this newest little baby that we're gonna bring here. I'm so excited for you guys to meet this baby too. So thank you so much for following along. I love you guys. Thank you for your patience. I promise if baby doesn't come before then, the 39 week pregnancy update will be on time next week. Things are settling over here a little bit, calming down, and we will be back on track. And I'm just excited to bring you guys on this continued journey with us. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.